And, currently, more than $5 million is shielded from any estate tax.
Right.
So,
Right.
When I talk to Hovind, for instance, he's from North Dakota, and he's quick to say, look, why are you going to try to break up the family farm and the small business? Those things that's not going to happen with a
Right.
$5+ million exemption.
Now, is that just mendacity? I mean, we're not talking about the Little House on the Prairie here. So is that? I just wonder with these guys whether they're being.
There's some of that, but I think there's also. I think their definition of small and other people's definition of small just becomes different over time because of the cultural gap between the worlds that people live in. For a lot of people, small, but a lot of people, $5 million is a tiny amount of money, and that if they wanted to pass down $100 million estate, then indeed there would be some taxes on that would be consequential, and that people would feel, and that's deeply offensive. What's ironic actually is that they use that line that this is double taxation. They paid taxes on it their whole life, and now they're getting taxed again. Actually, the specific policy that the president's talking about, it refers to what's called a stepped-up basis. In other words, let's say you buy a stock at $1. When you die, it's worth $100, and you have never sold it, and therefore you have never paid any capital gains taxes on that $99 that you made. You pass it down to your kid, and immediately the basis that you bought it at gets stepped up to $100. In other words, if they sell it at $100, they don't owe a penny of taxes on it, which means it was never taxed.
Right.
And your whole life you could have actually borrowed against those capital gains and lived off the borrowed money, as many rich people do. And so therefore they would have gone their entire lives not paying a penny in taxes, and then pass it down, and the next person doesn't have to pay any taxes, and it goes on from there.
Well, why can't I pass on to my kids my right not to pay taxes on money that I,
Well,
of course.
you're in luck. You can.